Hi there! So this is the Vivo X300 Pro that I've been using as my primary device for almost 2 months now. The reason is fairly simple. Well, actually there are two reasons. First is no surprises, super amazing cameras that capture jaw-dropping images. More in detail about that later. Second has to be the user experience. I never thought I'd say that for a Vivo phone because the previous FunTouch OS was such a disaster. Now, with the Origin OS, the Android experience is gone to the next level. The X300 Pro is probably the closest smartphone you can get to perfection. However, there are some downsides too. Let me share my experiences in detail, what's good and what's not, so you can ultimately decide if you should buy the Vivo X300 Pro or not. Let's start with a quick unboxing. So here is the retail packaging, very familiar Vivo box. The variant we have came with 16GB RAM, 512GB storage, and this is the Elite Black color. Let's open it up. Inside we have the phone itself, the SIM ejector pin. Inside this box we have the X300 series card, some paperwork that we all know no one reads, a black silicone case, excellent quality though, a USB-C charging cable, and a 90-watt charging adapter. Now that the unboxing is out of the way, let's talk about the build and design. So we have the Elite Black color, which pivots more towards grey, and frankly, I really like it. Glass back with matte finish, and it doesn't attract any fingerprint or smudges. The side frame is aluminum. You can spot the antenna bars on the sides as well. The device is just 8 mm thin and weighs 226 grams. I'll admit it right away. It's not a light phone. You will instantly notice the weight when you hold it for the first time. Plus, when you add the case, which I'm sure most of you will, it weighs about 240 grams. Fun fact, Vivo's X Fold 5 weighs 217 grams. Yes, a fold phone that's lighter. But you have to understand why this weight. The frame is all metal, the back is glass, plus a huge 6510 mAh battery here. So we have that premium build and huge battery. That are the main reasons for that weight. Also, I think I'm nitpicking. Lately, we have been spoiled with lighter phones that don't offer premium build. Let's not forget, even the iPhone 17 Pro Max weighs over 233 grams. So I don't think it's a big deal, but we had to share this info with you. Also, I've been using this phone without a case for over 2 months and it's still in pristine condition. Luckily, I haven't dropped it, but I strongly recommend you use a case because if you drop it, you will definitely break it. Coming back to the battery. So we get a 6510 mAh battery, which I just mentioned, and that would easily last me a full day with heavy use. For light to medium users, you would easily get 2 days. It has the whole bouquet for charging, 90-watt wired fast charging, 40-watt wireless charging support, and even reverse charging. So you can charge your earbuds or even a smartphone. Trust me, this comes more handy than you think. Vivo absolutely nails it in the battery department. Talking about the cameras, so the hump is huge too. It takes almost 30% of the real estate at the back. Zeiss branding in the center. We have two 50 megapixel sensors for wide and ultra wide and a 200 megapixel periscope telephoto for those ultra zooms. On the top is the top firing speaker. On one side is the mute ringer toggle switch. On the other side are the volume rockers and the power standby button. Below is the secondary down firing speaker, USB-C port, microphone and a SIM tray that can house dual nano SIM cards. No support for SD card expansion, which I think is fine. We get 502GB of internal storage and I think it should be enough for most of us. Alright, let's talk about the camera experience. So after the X200 Pro, I wasn't sure how Vivo could outdo that, but they delivered. But firstly, I got to say it's got the same signature Zeiss tuning, but it's got even finer. It's literally hard to get a bad shot using the X300 Pro. Point and shoot. Check these out. We all know, Vivo captures one of the best portrait shots. The edge detection and the clarity is impeccable. It's the best phone camera that mimics a DSLR portrait. Thanks to the telephoto, zoom shots also retain most of the detail, they're crisp and clear, unless you zoom all the way, where AI takes over and the results might not be the best. Fans of moon photography, Supermoon has got even better. If food photography is your thing, nothing can beat the Vivo X series. It's just jaw-dropping. Every image is worth posting on Instagram. Here are some low light shots as well. Now this can be a hit or miss, but if your hands are steady, you'll mostly get it right. Now the X300 series also comes with bird mode feature where you can capture portraits of birds, and I must say, you'll be surprised how amazing they look. Now this is more of a novelty feature. You'll be initially using it, but as you start using the phone, you probably won't care enough, unless you're someone who loves bird watching. So apart from that, point and shoot and you'll get it right. When it comes to video recording, you can record at 8K 30 FPS, but I rather stick to 4K 60 FPS. Though it can also record at 4K 120 FPS. I think it's crazy impressive. Plus, it also supports Dolby Vision. You can record at full resolution. Here's a video sample. It captures a lot of detail and it's also very steady. Accurate color reproduction as well. The video quality will definitely impress you. Then we also have portrait video where the background is blurred, creating a very cinematic look. Excellent edge detection. This too you can record at 4K 60 FPS. It's just amazing to see how well this works. The phone comes with IP68, IP69 and IP69K rating. So you can literally put it under a tap of running water and it will be fine. In fact, we even took a video and dipped it in the pool as well. This is something I know a lot of people are going to love doing, but here's a caveat. Though this phone comes with water protection, no smartphone brands covers water damage under warranty. So be careful. It's fun to use underwater, but if damaged, the cost to repair is on you. When it comes to front photography, you can choose 0.8 wide, then wide and 2x close-ups. Here are some samples. Well, to put it in simple words, you're going to love it. They're very clear, excellent skin tones, though you can see some smoothing, but still pretty nice. Portraits too do an impressive job, natural bokeh, while still keeping the subject sharp. Hi there, so here's a video recording from the front camera of the Vivo X300 Pro, and this is a 4K 60 FPS video recorded from the front camera, which is really good. It's quite clear. Also, the audio that you're hearing right now is being recorded from the mics of this phone. And we have 4K 60 FPS portrait video recording as well on the front camera. This is so good. As you can see, the face is perfectly in focus, the background is blurred. It creates that perfect cinematic experience. Now, when someone asks me which is the phone to buy for the best camera, well, there can be many answers to that. But I would recommend the Vivo X300 Pro, not because it's perfect, but because it's reliable in every situation. Plus, Vivo works with Zeiss so closely, making this one of the best camera setups you can find in the market right now. Just go for it. Alright, coming to the display. Top of the line specs here too. So we get a 6.78-inch LTPO AMOLED display with a 2.5K resolution. Super vibrant and punchy colors with excellent clarity. Ultra thin bezels on all the sides that are almost invisible. It also comes with an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner which unlocks blazing fast. But what I love most about it is its placement. It's not too high, it's not too low, it's just perfect. I've been tired ranting about fingerprint scanners that are usually placed too low. It's not that ergonomic, but now Vivo totally nails it. It's just perfect. Now Vivo claims 4500 nits of peak brightness. We tested it outdoors as well, and you can see it's so clearly readable even under the sun. On the top is a punch hole notch, housing a 50 megapixel front selfie camera. Watching movies and videos is super fun on this gorgeous display. Content goes edge to edge and feels so seamless. It also comes with Dolby Vision support, and you can spot the logo on some of the supported content on Netflix. When we played it, it looks so good. Bright and clear. Enjoy true Dolby Vision content right in your palm. YouTube too played 4K 60 FPS videos flawlessly. We have HDR support here, so it's bright and crisp. The experience will surely impress you. Alright, but what about the audio experience? Well, we get dual stereo speakers. Time for a quick demo.
We need calm and Godzilla.
Alright, so I think that would beat most of the bedside Bluetooth speakers any day. It gets loud while still maintaining excellent clarity. Also with dual stereo speakers, it's so much fun while you're watching an action movie. Left and right channel provides a very immersive viewing experience. Alright, let's have a quick look at the interface and the user experience. Well, the first thing that instantly grabs our attention is the ultra smooth 120Hz refresh rate. Buttery smooth, very well optimized, I would say. More on that later. First, as we go into the settings here, in About Phone, you can see it's running the latest Android 16 out of the box. And Vivo claims 5 years of Android updates along with 7 years of software patches. Now coming to my favorite part. As we come back here, you can see it's running Origin OS 6. What a departure this is from the FunTouch OS, which was not that much fun to use. This is so well optimized, it's a lot more cleaner, it's a lot more well optimized, and it looks ultra smooth and it feels so much more fun. This is the closest you could get to a stock Android experience. Trust me, I'm absolutely loving it. Then as you come in here, you can see there are a few bloatware apps. It's not completely bloat free, but the good thing is, as usual, you can delete the apps that you don't need. So I don't think that's a big deal. Overall, Origin OS is an all win-win for me. Let's talk about the performance. Well, it's running the 3nm MediaTek Dimensity 9500 chipset, and it's a riot. Top-notch performance all the way. This flagship chipset blows anything that you throw at it. However, with great power comes great heat. Now there are times the device will heat up when you're using the camera continuously, but again, it's not that drastic. Overall performance is flagship level. Now there is only one variant of this device, 16GB RAM with 512GB storage, and the RAM type is LPDDR5X RAM, which is blazing fast. Apps launch in a jiffy, multitasking is so snappy, you'll absolutely love it. I'm genuinely not a benchmark person because I believe it's the experience that matters, not the numbers. But just for you, we ran the Antutu benchmark and it scored over 31,85,000. Solid numbers here. Storage type is UFS 4.1. We ran the speed test for that as well, and it got read speed of 3563 and write speed of 3509. Very impressive. Alright, fans of gaming, we played your favorite BGMI. And the Dimensity 9500 chipset absolutely rocks. We get 120 FPS gaming experience, and that takes the experience to the next level. If you see in the graphics settings, we get ultra smooth and ultra extreme. There was absolutely no lag or stuttering even when we played for long hours. Yes, of course, the device did heat up a little, but it would also quickly dissipate the heat. Didn't get uncomfortable at all. The ultra smoothness takes the gaming to the next level. Crazy good. If you're someone who loves to game, the Vivo X300 Pro will just ace it. Alright, final thoughts. So the Vivo X300 Pro is not perfect, but they have got so close with this one. The build is so good, the design is eye-catchy, the display is gorgeous, the performance is killer, the amazing interface, all thanks to that Origin OS, and the cameras that are just worth dying for. Everything good comes at a cost, and so does this one. The X300 Pro starts at 1,09,999. There are lots of card offers, exchange deals, so that's something you must check out. They're available in two colors, black and dune gold, which looks more like off-white. Also really good. By the way, you can also check out the Vivo X300 for those who want a more compact device with almost similar camera and performance experience. The X300 starts at 75,999. I'll share the links of both the phones, the X300 Pro and the X300 below in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check this one out. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.